we do some super random things sometimes.
Very productive Monday.
Yeah, this is like our Monday. So we found a crab in the pool, and we just like put it next to the pool, and it was just not really going anywhere and doing anything. So we thought, you know what, let's take the crab down to the water so you can chill out. So in this bucket here, we have a little crab. He's pretty mad, but we're gonna go and put him down in the water. So hopefully he can go and hide in the rocks and chill out and not
Go back to his natural habitat.
yeah, because the ants will eat him near the pool.
He's tangled up.
Why are you so spastic?
You tangled him up. Bye.
Little crab.
Good luck.
Anyway, fun little update of things that we do, random things that we do during the week.
It's true.
Boom. Benny from Nomad Effect here, and last week we chucked up a video of us installing a tonneau cover onto the back of the Tacoma in an attempt to get a little bit of security for the back bed so we could throw a few things in there without feeling like it's really open to people taking off with our So what I'm doing today is the 2011 Tacoma actually doesn't come with a lock for the tailgate. So what I'm going to attempt to do today is install something that is actually by DynoProducts. Now look, I've had a really bad experience with DynoProducts, so I'm definitely not recommending that you guys jump into this one. I don't really want to go into it, but like I said in the last video, I had to actually create a dispute with PayPal to get this product delivered. So anyway, I got it eventually. It's taken me a really long time. Like I think I ordered this back on the 1st of May and it's like July. So it's been really interesting. But anyway, I've got the taco ready to go and I'm just about to start taking apart the tailgate to get this thing installed. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, it might be a really good product and I might tell you to go through the hoops of even getting it just to get it, but yeah, I don't like experiences like this where people just don't seem to be very honest. So yeah, jumping into it now, and let's see how we go. So I'm just about to get to installing a way of making the rear tailgate lock with the central locking that we have on the key. And first thing I have to do is take off this cover. So I'm going to do that right now. The reason I'm going one by one is because I had so much trouble trying to get the screws out at the back for the just saw the tonneau cover that I just want to make sure that I can even get it undone. So I've undone all the Torx screws, I think, that hold this down, and I'm going to just try and take this cover off. That was relatively easy. Okay, so this is the bit that I'm going to be messing with. It says here that I should grab the short wire harness that's supplied because there's also a really long wire harness that's supplied. And I grab the end with the male bullets, which are these, and I should run them behind the bumper and under the truck. And I should push the two female bullet connectors up into this handle area here, like right here into this tailgate. So let's start with that. So basically there's the existing locking setup, and I've gone with running them directly down through, and then there's like a big hole through there where you can see our spare tire down there, and I've gone with running them that way. So this existing cabling is for the camera, the reverse camera. I kind of always just make these things up as I go along, so I'm hoping this is right. But if not, I can always pull it back out and try it again. I'm not going to like lock anything in or make anything permanent without knowing. Pretty much step 2 was to undo the bolt on the right hand side of here, which is this. I tried to film it, but I obviously didn't press record. I can't see anything in this harsh light, so I'm doing my best. So I undid this bolt on the right of the actual back handle. And apparently that's what the actual locking mechanism is going to attach to, which I'll show you in the next step. So this is the locking bracket that comes with the kit. It comes assembled like this, so I didn't have to do any of this. It says to insert it in from the right hand side where I just took that bolt out, so I'm going to work out which way that needs to go, and I'll try and film it. All right, I'm really hoping you can see me. As I just said, this is the locking mechanism, and so far as I can see, this gets installed in here from the right hand side. I'm hoping you guys can see this. This is the new piece of the lock here that I just chucked in, and I actually chucked it in from all the way back on this side, and I poked it all the way through the back, and it comes in through. And then it's 1,000,000 degrees and it's burning my fingers, but they supply a spacer and a bolt, and this goes in underneath and then reattaches to the existing handle. So basically, the instructions say that this has to be like ridiculously tight, which I've done it up as hard as I possibly can. Okay, so that's what we're looking at right now. So what happens is then this this solenoid extends out like that, and it extends right out. Actually, is that far enough around to do it? No. Okay. Okay, so I just need to do a bit of adjustment and I'll come back to you. I think I worked it out. So I really hope that you can see what I'm showing you right now. So this pin will come out when the lock comes through, and it actually stops the... Well, no, it doesn't actually. It doesn't stop the handle at all. This looks like a pretty Bobo product actually. I'm not sure I'm like digging this. That should stop that. It's not, it's just lifting. All right, come back to you. Right, what I had to do is I took it back out again. I took the actual piece back out again, and I've bent the piece of metal that comes down the back here, way down. So now it's really tight coming in and locking this handle out. It's kind of hard to explain on the way it works. So this is just a generic locking solenoid that comes with this kit. Really, you should be able to do this by yourself. I was just being lazy and I tried to buy the whole thing like packaged because it was $125. So look, if it's really strong, it'll work. It'll definitely work. I'm not sure if it's going to be strong enough to really push this handle in, but we'll see. So I'm going to start running it through and connecting up the power to it. Apparently I got to run it all the way to the front cabin somewhere, so I'll keep you updated. The power that I have to tap into is apparently in this door seal plate. Pretty sure that's what a door seal plate is. I know that fish have dorsal fins, but this is a door seal plate. And underneath the car here, there's a rubber grommet, which I'll show you. So here, there's a rubber grommet. So I'm going to poke a hole in there. I'm going to poke this thing up, and then that's going to run all the way back to the tailgate in the hope that I can attach it up. Woo. How high is the sun in the sky? Ow. All right. So under here, you'll see that I now have the cable just poking up nice and tight through this grommet. And on the top side, it's coming out from underneath the seat here. Nice and clean. Okay, so I really don't know how much length I'm going to need here, so I have to try and find these cables now. So I've undone the loom, and you can see a blue and pink and a blue and black wire. Now they were right down the bottom of this loom. So there's the passenger seat, the footwell that is here, and then right here at the bottom of this, right at the bottom of these wires, was a blue black, which was apparently the lock, and the blue pink is the unlock, right? So these are the two that I need to jump into with my new wires. So I'll get that done. So in the kit, they supply a couple of these. which are basically used to just jump wires together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my blue pink, and I'm going to make that guy my. Give me 1 second. Let me get this in. So my blue pink's in, right? And you really don't. Doesn't matter which one you. Doesn't matter which one you attach with which, really. So I've got a yellow and a white. So if pink is unlock, I'm going to have white as my unlock. I'm going to chuck that in there. And then I basically need to close that up with some pliers, which I'll go and find right now. So I should use something other than needle nose pliers for this, but I just couldn't find them. Can't find my other tools right now, which is why I need to get this job done, because it'll basically let me leave my tools in the back of the car and have them a little bit more organized, hopefully. So you can see basically what that's doing is it's cutting down through both the wires, and then you seal it up. So do I think that's made a good connection? I'm not sure 100%, but I'm definitely not going to put definitely going to put the trims back on until I know that I've got a good connection. So, and then here I have my black and blue, right? Yep, blue black, which is this guy here. And so he's going to be my yellow. And so my yellow will go in next to that, like so. And then we just clamp down, and these little things just cut through the plastic of the wire, and they make a connection to the two. And then that's that, right? So in theory, that's done, in theory, okay? So that'll all tuck down like that and be sealed up by the door trim. Okay, so now the trick is to run this back to the tailgate safely. The rest of this cable. So basically from the passenger side floor, I just chased the original wiring loom all the way back along the frame, over and on the other side of this top frame here, and it comes under, and then it turns across, and then it comes in through this tailgate here, and then it comes out into the tailgate bumper. I don't know. I'm like, the heat affects me and I'm talking shit. So it comes in through the bumper bar and then up into this tailgate. And it was really easy. I haven't secured anything, and I've actually left it really loose. I don't know whether you can see that, but I've left the cable like hanging really loose there. And I've just loosely attached everything because I had a feeling it wasn't going to work, because it just didn't look like it was going to work when I was doing it. So I'm hoping you guys can see this. It's like really frustrating here for me. All right, so now if I lock this, I don't know whether you guys saw that, but this pops out here, and what it's doing is it's not quite holding the latch, so I can still unlock this car, right? So I'll unlock it. Now, what I'm thinking I can do though is if I get the Dremel and just take a little bit of a piece out of that plastic piece there, I should be able to allow this pin to go right the way through, because it looks like it's going to hold the existing locking mechanism, and also I think it won't weaken this plastic piece too much. So I'm going to have a crack at doing that and see what I can do. I just don't want to mess up the what don't I want to mess up? I don't want to mess up the plastic so much that it actually breaks when someone like reefs on my tailgate latch. So let's unlock this, and it actually unlocks with the back doors, which is what I wanted. So you press it twice for the back doors. So I've got the Dremel hooked up to the bed of the car's running, and I've pressed the button on the dash and she's actually working, which is cool. And then all I'm going to do is try and take a tiny bit out of here. I don't know whether you can see that, but I'm going to do my best. I can't really hold the camera and do this at the same time, so I mean there's no point in me showing you kind of like me doing a Dremel, which you know what a Dremel on me looks like doing this thing on the car. So I ran out of electrical tape. Well, I just couldn't find it. So driving up the road to go to Ace Hardware on the little scoop to get some electrical tape to finish off the install. This is definitely a fun way of getting around Miami. Like, I feel like this is something people don't do very often. So chilling today. It's a Sunday, so it's fair enough. It's all good. I can do this one by myself. I think it's just hard to hold the camera. Anyway, got the electrical tape. So let's try and wrap this bitch up. Just gonna put you guys there. And now I know it's working, I can really jam home these little plugs. We were just saying we feel like we buy a lot of electrical tape. It's that thing you always lose. Like we never know which toolbox this one's sitting in. So it's probably overkill, but I wrap each plug separately and then I wrap them together to make sure it's all nice and pretty. So it's just the way I play it. Bro, it is so freaking hot today. So it's up there. How do I even get you guys to see? So I'm just gonna wrap some electrical tape up around this connection. You don't really need to see it, but it's up there. Hoping you can see those yellow and white wires. That's it, fully routed. Basically, I have buttoned everything up. The cables run all nice and neatly. I've put the door sill trim back in where I'd pulled it out to do to tap into the cables. And this now is running quite nicely. She's coming out and she's locking in. She's like holding the thing. If you actually like press it twice, you can see it's like locking in even more, right? And then to unlock it, it unlocks with the back doors, so the second press. There we go. And even when I shut it up now, you can see it's there. So I could open this up freely now, like that. If I lock it, she's stuck. So it's kind of a primitive solution if you ask me, but it's working, and I think it's going to be the right kind of deterrent to stop people from taking out tools, but it's definitely not going to stop someone taking something if they really want to. So that's basically the end of this plan. So yeah, basically it's just a matter of doing everything in reverse, putting all these screws back in where they go, and I will finish the video up here. I think we should go back to having some new Land Cruiser content next week. We're going to try and sort the steering out, and also we have soundproofing on our list of things to do. So if it's not too stormy, we should be over there doing that. So I will catch you guys next week. Please like and subscribe if that sounds interesting. And this is Benny, and Sophia is actually sitting just off camera here, and we will catch you later.